So I'm here with Robbie Armitage. He's a senior starting third baseman on the Marist baseball team. So you were named to the All MAC preseason team. What were some of your personal goals going into the season after missing the 2020 season?
I guess some personal goals of mine going into this year. Um, Obviously, I kind of just wanted to do better than last year. It was tough because we only had 12 games. I think I had like 58 at bats on the season, so it's kind of tough to base it off of last year. So I was kind of going off of my sophomore season when I had a pretty productive year. So um, it's tough with baseball to like compare yourself to numbers and always think about batting average or stats and stuff. So I kind of try to stay away from that. But I think like an overall goal would be just to win more at bats than the pitcher beats me. So if I have that mindset, the stats kind of just fall into place with that. So I kind of definitely try to stay away from saying I want to hit over 300 or I want to hit more than 50 RBIs or a certain amount of home runs. So
Is that something that you've done your entire career, not focused on
no,
statistics?
no, definitely not. Like it's super. I mean, sometimes I still get caught into that. It's definitely hard to like not think about that stuff because it's always in the back of your mind and everybody's always talking about it. But um, the more you can kind of eliminate thinking about that, the better you're off. Because at the end of the day, like your individual success is gonna it is what's gonna contribute to the team success. So, but there's so much more than batting average and home runs and RBIs, and obviously that's a huge part of the game. But there's so much more than that. If I'm not having a good day, I can contribute to the team anyway. But so that's something that we just talked about. But yeah, in the past, I've definitely always been thinking like, oh, I'm over 2 right now. Like I need to get 2 hits so I can be hit 500 on the day, or I'm 1 for 3. I go 1 for 4. It's just stuff that just is constantly popping in your mind.
So moving over to the team aspect, Marist has been on a pause for over 3 weeks now, and your team has yet to play a series because of it. So how do you keep your team focused and to be able to play when when the pause is lifted?
Yeah, so we've been out. We've been not playing for over a year now. So our season got canceled, whatever it was, like March 12th last year. Um, and we knew last year that we had a really, really good team. Our pitching staff was really deep, and we had a lot of big guys step up. And then this year, with I think we have 3 transfers. 2 of them are grad transfers from different schools. We have, I want to say, all but 2 seniors from last year that returned, big time players as well. And then we have a couple of really good freshmen that can contribute. So I think that's what's keeping everybody motivated is just like our potential. Um, we haven't been able to play, which is not good and it sucks a lot. But everyone's just kind of like hoping that once the pause is lifted, that we're ready to go. So everyone's down at the field. We kind of split it up into pods. So position players and pitchers will kind of rotate on who goes down to the field and when, just so we can space out a little bit. Because that's the only thing we are allowed to do is go down to the field and use it, which is good because we're separated, we're spaced out, and baseball is like I guess considered a medium risk sport. But the other thing too is that we've worked so hard over the winter and the summer to get to this point, and the fact that we're not being able to play right now is um, pretty horrible. But at the same time, like it just kind of pushes things back a little bit. Like what's the issue with just waiting a couple more weeks? So hopefully it gets lifted soon.
So as a senior, does that add pressure to you to keep the younger guys in check and even uh, just the teammates you have in your grade as well? Like, do you feel that pressure now?
I wouldn't say like it's yeah, I wouldn't say it's pressure. I would just say I feel responsible for like sending that text in the group chat and being like, all right, we need to stay focused this weekend. We need to stay focused for the rest of the week. Like we're on pause. There's nothing we can do. And that's the problem with our team right now is that, especially from my perspective, is that everybody feels like they can contribute to helping us get off pause. Like we feel like we can control it. So that's the problem because it's literally not in our control. Like we're doing the right things. We're not seeing people. We're staying in our own bubbles, um, and we're testing negative. We've had a few positives. Just, I mean, the campus has a lot of cases in general, but um, I just feel responsible for making sure that everybody is on the right page. And I know that everybody is, so I don't have to stress about it. So I wouldn't say it's pressure because things are going fine. It's not in our control. And the best thing and the only thing we can really do is just wait.
All right, that's all the time we have. So thank you, Rob.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.